Hello and welcome to the National Debate. I'm Madhavdas G. Ladies and gentlemen, 2026 is shaping up to be a turbulent year in Indian politics with crucial assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, Assam and Puducherry. The political map of the country may witness swift shifts as parties gear up for the battle ahead. While opposition parties are busy scheduling meetings and finalizing manifestos, the BJP's newly appointed president, I.N.D.I.A, appears to have set the tone for the upcoming polls as far as his party is concerned. In his inaugural speech, he's issued a distinctive war cry, Save Sanatan Dharma. Citing recent controversies and questioning the opposition's record, he's emphasized that there's no room in Indian politics for those who even doubt the existence of Ram Setu. Opposition-led states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal now face a challenging electoral fight, especially in light of controversies such as the Madurai Deepam Rao and the Sabarimala gold case, which BJP terms as evidence of anti-Sanatan policies. The big question for 2026 is this: will Sanatan Dharma and these recent controversies dominate the poll narrative, and can the India bloc retain its relevance in regional and national politics amidst this charged backdrop? For more on that, let me introduce our panel with us here in the studio. Shehzad Poonawalla, National Spokesperson of BJP. We have Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Senior Fellow of IPCS. Tehseen Poonawalla, Political Analyst, is with us. Joining us from outside the studio are our guests. We have with us Tushar Gupta, Political Analyst. We have Salem Dharanidharan, National Spokesperson of DMK. Tausif Rahman is National Spokesperson of TMC. And Kevin Matthews, Political Analyst, who leans towards the left, also joins us on the show. Let me start first and foremost with the first set of updates that have come in. The first talking point, as it were, what exactly has been said in terms of the fight to save Sanatan Dharma. On his first day, while he was being inaugurated as president, he has come out to say, and that's I.N.D.I.A, that opposition tried to stop the Kartikeya Deepam in Tamil Nadu. Attempts were made to impeach a judge, again a jibe by the Tamil Nadu ruling party, the DMK. We speak of Somnath, opposition gets squeezy. Attack number 3. Attack number 4, if you can quickly bring that up, no place in politics for those doubting the Ram Setu. Once again, an attack on opposition and saying that it's necessary to confront such forces. This is, of course, the statement coming in from I.N.D.I.A, BJP president, while attacking opposition political parties on his very first day. But what's the context of this? Let's quickly get across some of the other aspects of what he's really saying. What is the Deepam Rao all about? The opposition had flagged the mismanagement during the Kartikeya Deepam festival, and they had, of course, demanded that they be allowed to light the Deepatoon. State government denied the charges, said arrangements were sufficient. The judge impeachment motion was raised even in parliament. It had escalated into a massive political storm. When it comes to Sabarimala mood loot, there was allegations of misappropriation and theft of temple gold. There were also claims of corruption in the sale of ghee offered to the deity. And of course, there were in Somnath, where Prime Minister performed rituals, addressed devotees at Somnath. There too, we had seen voices coming in from opposition political parties alleging politicization of religion. This is, of course, as far as these controversies are concerned. Let's quickly take this across to our panelists joining us. Let me begin with DMK spokesperson Salem Dharanidharan. Salem Dharanidharan, it's quite clear that the BJP is attempting to fix the narrative around Sanatan Dharma. They are going to be raising the Kartikeya Deepam issue, saying that this is a clear sign of the state government ignoring one particular religion, that is Sanatan Dharma. Your response, Salem Dharanidharan, how are you going to tackle it in these polls?
This is not an issue at all, because people in Tamil Nadu do not believe that the BJP stands for Hindus. And I think even the majority of the Hindus in India have not voted for the BJP party. Because BJP does not have development to show, they want to play hate politics of othering people, pitting the majority against the minority. This is a template that we saw in the 1940s Europe. We have seen it in the past in history. But I don't think this is a sustainable model, even across India. That's why in 2024 they were reduced to a minority government, and they will continue to lose elections. BJP's downfall has begun, and it will start from Tamil Nadu, where their vote share from 5% will reduce even further. Remember, 1967 DMK was the first regional party to come to power in India. Even then we kept religion outside of politics, and majority of people in Tamil Nadu are Hindus. And in Tamil Nadu there is no place for religious appeasement, simply because we don't differentiate people based on religion. People clearly know that BJP wants to fill with hate. When my deputy chief minister spoke against Sanatan Dharma, it was not against any people, it was against the inequality aspect within Sanatan Dharma.
We'll come to that. I'll come to that point of Stalin in just a moment. We're going to debate what the High Court has specifically said. I'll come to that point. Salem Dharanidharan, that is a separate point. I'm just sticking to the issues at hand because it is the Kartikeya Deepam that was first raised by Nitin Nabeen. Let's go issue by issue, otherwise things will get out of hand. Shehzad Poonawalla, this is not an issue that will find residents in Tamil Nadu.
Again, is an unnecessary controversy.
So my question was based on that. Let's debate point by point. You made a certain position. You made your position clear. Let the BJP spokesperson respond to you. These are not issues that will find traction with the people of Tamil Nadu. People of Tamil Nadu are against hate politics, says the DMK spokesperson. Your response, Shehzad.
Madhav, on the one hand, you have an N.D.A. Parivar which is growing every day and it has a mission and vision for Tamil Nadu. On the other hand, you have a majboor alliance of Congress DMK which only has one thing in common: corruption and Hindu hatred. And whether they stand for Hindus or not has been said by the Madras High Court. The Madras High Court said that for the last 100 years DMK has been against Hindus, what all they have said against Hindus. And Udayanidhi Stalin's statement stands for hate speech and calls for genocide. And therefore I say that DMK is as much with Hindus as Hitler was with Jews. You should say Udayanidhi Hitler, not Stalin. Stalin killed less people. I think Udayanidhi wanted to kill more. Anyway, having said that, let me come to the issue at hand. I don't know on which side Mr. Salem Dharanidharan is. 1967 you displaced Congress and came to power. So are you celebrating that? Anyway, you're in alliance with them. But look, who is saying we don't differentiate between religion? I'll give you two examples. One, the Kartikeya Deepam issue. In that case, the High Court division bench has said that you are unable to bridge the gap between communities. You acted unfairly. You created a ghost of law and order issue, and you prevented the Hindus from lighting the Kartikeya Deepam along the Deepathun. And on the other hand, the Dargah, they were allowed everything. This is the same thing they have done. A. Raja says Hinduism, not Sanatan. Hinduism is a global menace. Can they say it about Islam? Then they say, I will not pray to Lord Ram. Lord Ram is my enemy. Can they say it about Prophet Muhammad? And openly the call has been given by the minority commissioner chairperson of the DMK government that we will unite the Muslims, unite the Christians. But if anybody would say this about Hindus, so therefore they stand for anti-Hindu politics and they stand for corruption. And last point, our plank is very simple. Madhav, yesterday we have raised two issues. Corruption issue, you know what? They have done the land, the cash for job ghotala, cash for transfer posting ghotala.
Okay.
Every day a new corruption story and every day a new law and order failure comes to pass. Therefore they want to divert.
I don't want to mix up everything. I'm just requesting both of you. Let's go issue by issue. Let's go debate the Kartikeya Deepam issue specifically. And we will come to the ED cases, the central government agencies. They'll say agencies are misused, so on and so forth. But respond to that. Salem Dharanidharan, the response coming to what you said, as far as Kartikeya Deepam is that your party is against the interest of Hindus. There are certain statements that you will make only against certain religions and not against others. This is the hypocrisy that they are claiming. Your response, Salem.
The hypocrisy is the BJP, sir. In Gujarat, temple land for 2,000 crores was given by the BJP government to build malls and real estate properties. You know who went against Gujarat government to the court? Is the Vishwa Hindu Parishad itself. That is the double standard of the BJP. In Uttar Pradesh, someone carrying beef is killed on pretext he is carrying beef. In Goa, the BJP chief minister attended beef festival. BJP using religion for politics. But I will tell you, Uchipalaya temple is where Deepam has been lit for the last hundreds of years. And all the Hindu devotees wanted to be lit there. Because there is no controversy in Tamil Nadu, because there is no religious polarization in Tamil Nadu, BJP has picked up a new issue. The person who has filed the petition with the court is none other than someone with links to the BJP party. He runs a political party, he is affiliated to the BJP. Devotees do not want it to be lit anywhere else. They wanted to be lit in Uchipalaya temple. I am a devotee, I wanted to be lit in Uchipalaya temple. Who is that one petitioner to say that it should not be lit there? The temple administration wants it to be lit in Uchipalaya temple. The priest of the temple wants it to be lit in Uchipalaya temple. So what is the problem of one petitioner and the BJP party there? Hindus there have no problem, the Muslims there have no problem.
Very quick.
But BJP's point is to create a problem there.
Devotees have no problem. One by one. Devotees have no problem with parties who are intervening.
First, see, you have to adhere to the norms of the debate. I am keeping
Let's go one by one. Please, there are 5 other people who have not even spoken. Let's keep our comments short, please.
This is not a conference on eradication of Sanatan that he can go on and on. Acha, Salem Saab has said that they are very secular. Let me quote what High Court has said, and I have to get into this now. By overall consideration, the speech of the minister indicates that it is totally against 80%, that is the Hindus, and comes within the mischief of hate speech. He knows more. For the last 100 years, the DMK has been attacking incidents of Hinduism, like cutting tuft of hair, putting jani on a pig. This is all said by the High Court. The High Court division bench has come down hard on your attitude towards the Kartikeya Deepam. Yet you stand in judgment. But I am just saying, Madhav, aaj raat tak ruk jana, they are bringing impeachment motion against this High Court judge also.
Okay.
I have been told.
let me quickly bring in since you've all referred to repeatedly what the High Court has said, let me quickly bring in the High Court judgment as well, and then we can open this up to everyone as well to actually talk about. The High Court has backed Hindu devotees. They have said that there's no reason to deny the devotees the case that was demolished as far as DMK is concerned. They've said that the pillar was not on Waqf land. There's also, of course, the other reason they've said that there's no threat to the Dargah safety. There's also the fact that they've said that safety fears were ridiculous. Now, this is as far as what the Deepatun is concerned. Creating imaginary ghosts is what has been stated over here. Disturbance only if the state backs. This is what has been stated repeatedly by the state government when it comes to Deepatun. They've also said that when it comes to incapacity to maintain law and order as far as the state government is concerned, they've cited hesitation to bring in harmony on part of the state government. They've also said that pitting one community versus another is what has been seen in this case as well. They've also said that Deepam on the hill is part of Tamil culture. Let's quickly bring in the next set of remarks as well. This is the Sanatan remark. What has been stated by the High Court in this case as well? Madras High Court has observed that the word abolish means something that shouldn't be there. Now we also see what has been stated by them. Let's quickly bring in the next remark that it meant Sanatan Dharma shouldn't be there at all. They further added, of course, the aspect that says it means that people of Sanatan Dharma shouldn't be there. This is the third stinging observation. The appropriate word for this would be genocide. Fifth observation, if Sanatan Dharma is a religion, then it is religicide, is what has been observed. Observation 6, clear attack on Hinduism by Dravida parties for over 100 years. Observation 7, no case filed against Udayanidhi for his hate speech. Observation 8, painful that hate speech case was filed against one who reacted in this case, of course, referring to BJP leader Amit Malviya. Now, let me quickly bring in other panelists on this as well. Tehseen Poonawalla, there's a very clear and stinging indictment in both of these cases. And both of these cases have gone to the High Court, as they rightly should be in any society. And look at the kind of observations coming in. This is a stinging indictment of words such as Sanatan Dharma, should be abolished, dengue, leprosy, plague, all these words have been used in the past. And even when it comes to Kartikeya Deepam, it's not one court, but multiple courts which have granted relief to the devotees. What's going on? This is your alliance partner, the DMK that we're talking about.
So let me just put it in very simple words. For the BJP to win elections, there is a pattern, and that pattern is states that are governed by the opposition are anti-Hindu. And you don't have to look at Tamil Nadu. This is not Tamil Nadu. The same pattern in Kerala, same pattern in West Bengal, and viewers of Times Now will recall. Every single time the BJP wants to win a state, it will say that the state is anti-Hindu. Now, 75 years this nation has been independent. Hindus have thrived, grown. We are one of the world's most powerful nations. And all prime ministers have contributed. But suddenly in the last 11 years, 12 years, Hindus have been under threat. Despite us having one of the most powerful men in the world who's a proud Hindu, our honorable Prime Minister, the Prime Minister. Why? Because they have nothing to attack Tamil Nadu on development. Tell me a state that they govern that can beat Tamil Nadu, except for Maharashtra, which is historically, Maharashtra and Goa, which has historically been progressive. Nothing. They have no method of development. So how do you divert the attention? Hindus are under threat. And when Hindus are actually under threat in Bangladesh, what are they doing? Zero. That's their hypocrisy. And today the hypocrisy is exposed.
But this is not what the BJP is saying. This is what the High Court is observing. And surely you have to give weight and give credence to what the High Court is saying.
So as far as the Chief Minister's son is concerned, I don't agree with those statements. I have condemned those statements on Times Now, and I think it's bad. But tell them to break alliance with the AIADMK.
One moment. Let Abhijit also come in.
Tell them to break alliance.
Abhijit could quickly comment on this. He says where Hindus are to be saved, they are not being saved, whereas false bogies are being raised. That's the sum and substance of Tehseen's argument.
Okay, so what do you want us to do? You want us to invade Bangladesh? This is their foreign policy. They want us to invade Bangladesh. Go interfere. Their entire thing is Indira Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru started NAM. NAM is about what? It's about sovereignty. But when they are in opposition, they want you to invade another country and forget sovereignty. Bhaiva. Second, I completely agree with him. There is so much growth happening in Tamil Nadu, which is exactly how Nazi Germany was, and Stalin, after whom the chief minister is named, was. Stalin grew the Russian economy at such a blistering pace, he was also killing 30 million of his own fellow Russians. Of course, he was a Georgian, but, well, killing fellow Soviets. So it is completely growth and extermination, in fact, go hand in hand. The greater the growth, the more the genocide that is happening. So he's absolutely right. I 100% endorse and support what he's saying.
Is there genocide happening in Tamil Nadu?
Second,
This from my knowledge.
very clearly, it's the beginning of an ethnocide.
But media is not covering it.
Religious side is what the court is
Regicide,
saying.
that is what they've said.
It's
So
in
that
that
is
context
exactly
that
what
he's
is
saying.
happening.
He just said he didn't agree with the statement. Now he's saying, where is this statement?
No, I'm saying
Matlab,
is there
ye
a
double standard hai.
This
Tehseen Poonawalla double mask.
One second.
Arey,
He is
one
double-
second.
I don't agree with the
One
statement, but is there a genocide happening? Is there?
This
I'm
is
asking.
what
It starts
the court
with
has
statement
said, the
only.
implication.
First Hitler made
that
book.
Sanatan, one second. What he's saying, let's be very clear. Let's not jump to conclusions.
He's
The
saying
court
there's
has said, one
genocide
second,
happening.
allow me to clarify.
Sure.
Sanatan Dharma should be eradicated.
It's a terrible statement.
Tantamount to genocide / religious.
I agree, and he should be in jail.
Madhav,
He should be in
this is-
jail.
this is
But
a
is there a
party.
genocide happening is my question. I think he should be in
This
jail.
is a party, remember, this is a party, we're talking about the DMK, that is rooted in unconstitutionality. The intellectual founder of this, E.V. Ramasamy Naikar, also known as Periyar, was sentenced to jail for 6 months for asking his followers to burn the map of India and to burn the constitution of India.
Okay.
Is Mr. Dharnidharan very...
Just very quickly, otherwise Tehseen will get away.
Yeah.
Tehseen Poonawalla is hailing the Tamil Nadu development model. Tell him to convey that to Praveen Chakravarti. Praveen Chakravarti said Uttar Pradesh has done better at that. Point number one. Point number two, there's no growth in Tamil Nadu. But secondly, this Tehseen Poonawalla, his birth sign is Gemini. Gemini means two-faced. Now he will come here and he will say, I condemn the statement of...
No personal.
No, it's not personal. It is funny statement. I'm liberal, so I speak judiciously.
I know he's your brother.
Gemini.
I know he's your brother. but
I'll
let's
explain the
talk.
context. I'll explain the context.
Yeah.
The reason is that High Court has said that abuse of process of law, there is an anti-Hindu genocide call, and Rahul Gandhi, who were Janyu over the court and said, I am Samvidhan ka Rakshak, he is nowhere to be seen. He is nowhere to be seen in Kartik Deepam case, and Tehseen will say, no, I too don't accept. Then why don't you break the alliance with them? And thirdly and finally, who are you asking? They have said Hindu terror, saffron terror. You are asking Pro Max to comment on iPhone Pro. There's a Hindu hatred Pro Max and Hindu hatred Pro. So what they will comment on each
Quick
other?
response, Tehseen, then I have to get in Salem as well. Quick response. And also, it's a fact that Rahul Gandhi did not talk about Sabarimala, an issue that was very current, very burning in Kerala. He went there, he didn't address it. Why is he silent on Kartika Deepam is his question. Respond.
The reason Shri Rahul Gandhi ji is not falling to the BJP's divisive agenda is because the people of Tamil Nadu deserve good governance under the Congress and whatever alliance the Congress forms. That is why Rahul Gandhi ji, right now it's the DMK and it will be the DMK.
You're also
Therefore,
finding
Rahul
it hard to keep a straight face, Tehseen, while making that argument.
no, Rahul
Corruption
Gandhi-
in a temple cannot be a divisive issue. Corruption is corruption anywhere.
No.
Especially if it's under a state
No,
government.
I'm talking about
Just
Tamil
one
Nadu.
quick-
Tamil Nadu. I'm specifically talking about Tamil Nadu. As so far as the case in Kerala is concerned, we will wait for what the ED is finding out. We will see what
It's
is
already
happening. And we will discuss.
The SIT is already probing that. All right.
Just
quick
point,
comment.
since somebody was talking about the DMK, about the BJP not getting votes in Tamil Nadu. This time the N.D.A. Contesting separate from the AIADMK got 18.25% of the vote. The BJP by itself got 12% of the vote. They have never gotten that much. Far from it, they are growing.
Okay. Far from it, the BJP is growing in Salem. Dhanidharan, I want you to come in on these stinging remarks. Whether it's Kartika Deepam, whether it is the Sanatan issue, the fact is that the court has come down very heavily on the stated positions of the DMK government. In fact, as far as Kartika Deepam, they've gone as far as to ask, what is the state scared of? It has all the machinery at its disposal. When it comes to Sanatan Dharma, they've alleged that this is religious / genocide, the implications of what Udayanidhi Stalin is saying. Very stinging remarks coming in from High Court.
If one individual can't represent the court, of course the justice has said it, but the justice is not God. Everyone clearly knows Udayanidhi Stalin stands for equality within the Hindu religion, and DMK has done more for Hinduism. In fact, the pension for priests was introduced by the DMK government. People of all castes become priests, DMK government. Temple land, 4,000 crores reclaimed, DMK government. So, whatever the naysayers may, but the God knows, the people of Tamil Nadu knows what DMK
May I
has
ask you a
done
question?
for
Salem
Hindus
Dharnidharan,
and
you
for
are today
others.
saying, one
And
second,
we will
just one
stand by
second.
it.
Definitely.
Just allow me to clarify. The point that many are asking is this. Nobody has any issue with social justice or inequality. It might be there in different religions, different communities, different states of this country. Then why not say that? When you target Sanatan Dharma, when leaders of your party say Hinduism has these issues XYZ and use certain adjectives for it, that is where things become extremely problematic. Because then it appears that you're doing this just for grandstanding and for vote bank politics.
What is vote bank, sir? I already said there is no religious appeasement in Tamil Nadu. Why is the need to do vote bank politics? BJP is not able to understand because they embedded in this hate-based politics where they want to pit the majority against the minority. It is very amusing to me that someone has the audacity to come and say that this is Nazi regime happening. We all know that BJP is doing this Nazi regime. We know in Gujarat what happened in the early 2000s, and the present Prime Minister could not go to United States of America for 20 years. Sorry, or rather until and unless he became the Prime Minister, he couldn't go to the US because he was not allowed. That is the real state of affairs, and they're coming and telling us. For press freedom, India ranks 150 out of 170 countries. Tamil Nadu is the most democratic place in the country right now.
Remind me of the last time that you spoke about. Just a second. No, since we are on this issue of social justice and inequality, remind me of the last time you spoke of inequality that exists within other religions. Because is it only a fact? Just a second. Whether it's Islam, whether it's Sikhism, whether it's Christianity. Tell us the last time that your party leader spoke out about that, since you are on the principle of inequality.
Wherever there is inequality, DMK will raise voice. We are the party that stands for egalitarianism, equity and equality. We've been speaking. You are the ones who are making it feel it's an anti-Hindu party, but I am saying Hindus should decide it, not one or two individuals sitting on the TV studio or one or two individuals.
What is your stand on the Shah Bano judgment? One second. What is your stand on Shah Bano judgment? What is your stand on Shah Bano judgment, sir?
No.
One moment. I want Tushar to come in now. Tushar.
First listen.
Shah Bano.
Yeah. No, answer the question. I'm asking you for your position on a stated issue, a national issue.
No. First, Diana. I am telling, first listen to me. I am saying, Tamil Nadu, why are you not speaking about growth? Any socio-economic metric, Tamil Nadu does better.
No, we are talking about inequality. The growth is a separate issue, sir. We are addressing the issue of inequality. When it comes to inequality, you can't be selective. The same yardstick has to apply for all. Let Tushar come in, please. Let Tushar come in. Tushar is not spoken yet. Tushar, I want you to respond to Salem Dharanidharan because the issue of inequality, he says we are fighting for social justice. Is it social justice? Is it vote bank politics? Is there something else at play here?
No, he just said that the BJP's politics is about pitting the majority against the minority. If we go back to the Deepam row, if the DMK versions of events is to be believed, they want the majority to seek permission from the minority to perform their rituals. Now, what kind of a precedent are you setting? First, you want the majority to beg before the minority. We have a 2,000-year-old tradition. May we go, may we fulfill our rituals. Oh, you do not agree to it? Let us go to the court. The court agrees to it, but the government doesn't agree to it. The impeachment is filed. You tell me, Madhav, let's reverse the roles. If a minority had to request the majority to perform their religious rituals, what would be the definition of it in the BJP ruled state? If a minority had to go to the High Court of that state and get permission to perform their ritual, what would be the reaction if it was a BJP ruled state? If the minority was asked by the majority in a BJP ruled state that you cannot perform a ritual you have been performing for the last thousands of years, what would be the reaction? You know, all said and done, DMK gets a lot of free pass that the BJP doesn't. He's very quick to say, oh, look what happened in the early 2000s. Look what the Prime Minister, then Chief Minister did. What are they doing right now? And everything we're looking at the prism of the Deepam row from the Hindu lens. Let's look at it from the Muslim lens also. Whatever is going on in Tamil Nadu, would it be acceptable in any other BJP state? Think of it, Madhav. The Gujarat state government filing an impeachment motion against a judge only because he rules in the favor of minorities. Would that be acceptable to everyone? Absolutely not. In fact, that would make headlines in the New York Times. But because it's the DMK, no one says anything. And about the BJP, look, the party is growing in Tamil Nadu. They did not secure anything until 2024 Lok Sabha elections, but they registered an uptick in their vote share by 8 percentage points. But it's again a battle between status quo, cinema, and Sanatan. The I.N.D.A. is stitching together an alliance. We don't know what the vote grab of TVK would be. There's a lot of noise around it, but there was a lot of noise around Kejriwal also, Prashant Kishore also. So we don't really know how it will, galvanize the voters. But at the end of the day, Does this issue resonate with the voters on the ground is something that remains to be seen in the upcoming months.
All right. And in fact, there are, of course, a number of issues related to Tamil Nadu, but I want to quickly open this up and also bring in another guest. Kevin Matthews is with us. Kevin Matthews, you know, the Enforcement Directorate is investigating what's happening as far as the Sabarimala loot is concerned. From the ghee scam, the gold scam, there are a number of issues that have been reported from there. And the fact is that all of these are certainly going to be projected, and we're already seen your opposition there projecting it as a complete failure of the left government. Now, given that the Devaswam board functions under the aegis of the state government, are they really wrong?
Basically, Madhav, on Sabarimala point, yes, every system has bad actors, every group has bad actors, and there are bad apples everywhere. And yes, in Sabarimala, there have been issues, but one thing, contrary to the other places, especially the BJP ruled states, one thing, why BJP still has not been able to, they always tried playing hue and cry with Sabarimala, because Sabarimala is one place that the Malayali Hindus and even Hindus from all the southern states come to. But it is also a kind of secularism. And that's why BJP, there are two things. One thing, yes, there has been an issue, but the agencies are investigating it. People are already behind the bars and nobody is being protected.
No, but that doesn't justify, it may be a symbol of secularism.
Mother, let me complain.
It may be a very important shrine, but that doesn't justify corruption under your watch.
Let me complain. So yes, there has been corruption. I concede, and the corrupt people has been already put behind bars. There's an investigation. Nobody in Kerala is pursuing the investigation because there's a lot of credibility within the investigation. Even the state forces, even central forces are investigating, and there is a credibility. And we don't see our temples.
Credibility of whom? What about accountability? You know, there are still people. The probe is still going on. Nobody is to say how many more people may be arrested. And the fact is that all of this happened while your government was in power.
There is one guarantee. There is one guarantee in Kerala. The culprits will be arrested.
Okay. There's one guarantee that the culprits will be arrested, but it takes the High Court and the SIT to intervene. All right, your response. Let's get the BJP to respond to that, please. Quick response.
Because you are one of the people who observe Kerala politics very closely. Rahul Gandhi went there. He did not even answer about West Bengal. He did not answer about Sabarimala. Secondly, Sabarimala is not just loot. It is sacrilege. It started under UDF. And by the way, Adur Prakash and Sonia Gandhi are spotted with Unni Krishnan Potti, the main accused in that case. Secondly, the left front has defended the accused, and they have managed to, kind of give a cover fire because the TDP chairperson was a CPIM MP. You know that, CPIM MLA. So they are both hand in glove. This is point number one. Point number two, because Kerala we are speaking, it is just connected. It is a story today. You know, Jamaat leader has said Islamic Republic banna chahiye, and Congress cannot take a stand against it. Congress is in alliance with Jamaat. And forget anybody else, even the left front has called out UDF that you are allying with Jamaat. And they are allying with Hamas, but these people are allying with Jamaat. Thirdly, Mr. Stalin's party thinks we are all dumb. He says one judge. Supreme Court came down hard on Udaynidhi on 2024, Madhav. You remember Supreme Court called it as a hate speech. Why they are not sacking Udaynidhi? Why they are not taking a case against Udaynidhi? They are putting case against Amit Malviya. And finally, I want to just ask once again Tehseen Poonawalla, because you are being very holier than thou. What is stand of Rahul Gandhi on alliance with Jamaat?
Okay, one by one. Alliance with Jamaat, why?
Any political party that comes in an alliance with the Congress party, be it the right-wing Shiv Sena or the left-wing or the Islamic Jamaat, has to follow the Constitution of India and has to adhere to the principles of secularism, no if, no but. Period.
What?
Now, no, that is how it is.
Is this a serious
One moment.
It's a very serious argument.
No, Jamaat has said Islamic Republic.
And it will not be accepted. How can it be accepted?
Then break alliance.
How can it be accepted?
You lose in Wayanad.
Some person, one second. Someone in Jamaat says something, that becomes the news, and your minister says something does not become the news, that the BJP discusses. So the point is, you have to fight under the leadership of the Congress.
Okay, that's one very quick question.
Period.
Why doesn't Priyanka condemn Jamaat? She's a Sansad from Wayanad. Tell her to condemn.
She takes oath on the Constitution, which it means she condemns all sorts of extremism.
Okay.
One second. I have a follow-up question for Tehseen. So, support for Constitution also means no support for terrorists who killed your own ex-Prime Minister?
Yeah.
What did the Jain Commission report in 1997 bring out? That gentleman Dharanidharan's party had supported the LTTE, which killed her own, Sonia Gandhi's own husband, correct? Yes, you withdrew support. You withdrew support and forced us into an early election on that. Is killing a former Prime Minister a constitutional act? blowing him up in a suicide bombing
And justifying the
and
killers.
justifying it is and justifying it,
Okay,
and
quick
you
comment.
believed
Since
it.
you've taken both
because you
Congress
withdrew
and
support from them.
Dharanidharan's name, I'm going to give them both a chance to respond. Tehseen first and then
The
Save.
fact of the matter is that today the Congress is not in an alliance with the left in Kerala. It is the only force fighting the left. And as so far as the DMK is concerned, Shri Rahul Gandhi Ji and along with him, the other leaders of the Congress will take a decision.
Okay, Dharanidharan, your response to what Abhijit is saying, he's saying your party has supported those who were responsible for the killing of Rajiv Gandhi, and therefore the entire alliance between Congress and DMK itself is hypocrisy, says Abhijit Iyer Mitra. Your response?
It's absolute absolute lie and trying to manipulate and gaslight. This remark has to be expunged. DMK is a party that believes in democracy and secularism and social justice. He will never indulge in any form of violence. That is for his party, that is RSS and the BJP. They were deep-rooted in violence, where they enjoy the massacring of people and then thereby come to power.
On screen, condemn Prabhakaran and condemn the LTT.
Right?
Condemn Prabhakaran and the LTT now. Do you condemn Prabhakaran?
Forget that.
Of course.
Stalin welcomes.
Of course.
Wait a second.
You condemn Prabhakaran? Prabhakaran is a terrorist.
Of course. We are not, who's saying not condemning? Of course.
No, he's refusing to condemn it.
He's
refusing to condemn it.
Okay, let him speak. Let me one second. Let me moderate this.
Nonsense.
You're condemning Prabhakaran and the LTT outright? That's the question he's asking you.
Of course, yes, of course, they involved in the killing of the Prime Minister. Of course,
All right. So there's no question of justifying any terrorist act. Let's quickly shift focus to another important aspect of this entire election, because in all of these states we are looking at the role of agencies, central agencies, and the charge of the opposition parties in these states is that these agencies are being misused. Now, what has happened as far as West Bengal is concerned, we had seen Mamata Banerjee storm in the middle of those raids, etc., at the IPAC office and, of course, of the founder. Now, when IPAC was raided, it was the allegation of 20 crores being transferred to IPAC via Hawala. This is the ED's petition in the Calcutta High Court. They had claimed that the proceeds of crime transferred to IPAC in this particular case. They've also added that searches are part of the ongoing investigation in this particular case. There's also investigation that is linked to coal smuggling that ED's petition has put out. And of course, these are some of the points that have been put out as far as the enforcement directorate. Now, Mamata Banerjee also, of course, has come out and has spoken about these issues relating to Jagannath Dham in Diga. She has spoken about BJP, of course, saying that she's trying to woo Hindus. But I want to raise this larger question, of course, as far as Tausif is concerned. Tausif, when it comes to these particular agencies, the charge also, we are seeing a fresh charge come in, for instance, that IPAC, received or had a transaction of close to 12 crores from a company that doesn't even exist. Now, this is, of course, the ED's claim. Should these charges not be probed, especially when you say that IPAC is a wing of the TMC?
Hello to everyone. Well, Madhav, everything is on the court, inside the court. So, I give you a point. A person who claims to be a one-man army has used a central agency as weapon to secure his position and target the opposition. I mean, leaders such as Chief Minister Hemant Soren, former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel, Arvind Kejriwal and Lalu Prasad Yadav and their families have been harassed using the ED. Added to the list to All India Trinamool Congress National General Secretary Abhishek Bandyopadhyay and his family, notably between 2022 and 2023, has been harassed. So all these allegations are coming in front of the TV or in front of the court, will be discussed and everything will be out. So doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega. But Madhav, let me take you to another angle as well. The BJP thrives on dividing people into communities and pitching one group against another. But CM Mamata Banerjee has never worked through the lens of community targeting. This is what you are discussing today. I mean, the Shehzad, Tehseen, they all are very worried about the Hinduism. आप सोचो हम किस Hinduism की बात कर रहे हैं?
But Mamata has...
हमारे प्रधान, just wait a minute. See, we are talking about Sanatani, we are talking about Hinduism. Why? Why can't we talk about schemes like Lakshmi Bhandar, Kanya Shri, Swasth Sathi, Khadya Shri benefits? Every eligible citizen, irrespective of religion, caste of community. Why can't we discuss this?
Sir, we have seen objections coming in from Ladli Behna. We have seen opposition in Bihar, for instance, to such schemes which are development. I want to bring in Tushar though on this point. Tushar, both the points. One, as far as the agencies and the misuse are concerned, the courts so far have not granted relief. TMC says that wait for the courts to come in on this. And also he says that why look at things from a communal lens? The West Bengal government and Chief Minister does not do so, is the claim of Tausifur Rahman. Please respond to him.
No, if the TMC doesn't look from a communal lens, can the TMC spokesperson here say Jai Shri Ram? I don't know. Something about Jai Shri Ram really triggers the entire TMC ecosystem. I've never understood why.
That is everybody's personal right. Let's not. Yeah.
Wait. Let me come in.
No.
Let's not get into that.
No.
It is.
That is where I disagree.
Okay.
That is where I disagree.
Okay, Tausif wants to respond to you. You've asked him a question. One second. You've asked him a question. Let Tausif respond. You asked him a question. Quick response, please, Tausif. Quick response.
You asked about Jai Shri Ram, right?
He'll say Babri.
You asked about Jai Shri Ram, right? Sir, wherever you stay, I don't know which city you stay. Call me for a cup of coffee and cup of tea. I'll book my flights. I'll come to you, have a dinner with you, and I'll say whatever you want me to say. But
right now.
Don't. But wait. I'll say Joy Ma Durga. I'll say Joy Ma Kali.
Let me come on this.
I'll say Jai Hind. I'll say Joy Bangla.
Let me.
Okay, now Tushar. No, Tushar has to respond. Tushar asked the question. Let him. One second. Tushar, your response. He says it's my right to say what I want to say. I'll say Jai Ma Durga. Respond to him.
What is that secularism that comes with its own set of if and buts? But that's not the point. The point here is BJP, if it really wants to get through West Bengal, will have to get from being.
If he believes in Jai Ma Durga, what is wrong in that? That is his call.
That is his call. Come here because I have to leave also. Please, Madhav. Just 20
One by one. Tushar, what is wrong? If he wants to say Jai Ma Durga, Hinduism has dozens, hundreds, thousands of gods. Everybody is entitled to their faith.
Jai Shri Ram also.
Please.
No, that cannot be enforced. Can it?
This have to leave, please.
They cannot be enforced. Coming to you. Coming to you, Shehzad.
Madhav, 1 second.
Yeah.
BJP, if it really wants to win West Bengal, they'll have to stop being a 38-40% vote share party. They'll have to get to a 42-44% vote share threshold.
Okay.
Now, how they're going to do that is going to be the challenge. SIR, not SIR, that's all very fine. But where will they get that extra 4 percentage point jump from?
Okay, Shehzad. Okay, Tausif, coming to you. Shehzad has a question.
Quickly. Yeah. Let me address 3 points that have been made by Tausif. First of all, don't make a difference between Jai Ma Durga and Jai Shri Ram. Ramji prayed to Durga Ji before going to finish Ravan. So please, sir, I did not interrupt you. Madhav, I request you.
Yeah, okay, make your point. One by one, please.
Tausif, you get a chance to rebut. But the fact of the matter is that Ramji was called as Muslim by their Madan Mitra. The fact of the matter is that Sayoni Ghosh mocked Shivling. The fact of the matter is that Jai Ma Durga and Jagoma can't be said in Bengal by a singer, and you can say Babri Zindabad, and that guy is allowed to go around free. Humayun Kabir, you have not arrested him, but Jagoma gaane wali ko aapne peet diya. Now coming to the second point of the agency's misuse. Madhav, how we do these debates with straight face? What has the Supreme Court said on the IPAC evidence story thing? It has said that this is complete lawlessness. This is not the first instance she has done this. And by the way, Kejriwal, he has mentioned, Kejriwal pe jab karwai hui, this Tehseen Poonawalla and his party were celebrating. They were saying, hamare case pe karwai hui hai. Liquor scam was started by us. Arre, why don't you all have one common WhatsApp group to decide the stand? And last point.
Yeah, no, let's on the agencies. Just on the agencies point.
Chaudhary, Congress is in alliance.
I'm coming to Adhir.
I said that IPAC par Mamata Banerjee went to defend the chore.
Okay. Your own alliance partners have come out and attacked you on IPAC. Respond to that. And the Supreme Court has also come down very heavily, as you know, Tausif. Respond to Shehzad.
Madhav, with all due respect, you're right. Why should I go against the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court said, I'm giving you 2 weeks to submit all your affidavit and all your proofs, whatever you have. But I never knew Shehzad Poonawalla has become Tushar Kanti Ghosh. And I never knew that he has become a judge. Shehzad, congratulations that you have become a judge.
But it is an allegation that agencies are being misused.
Supporting the BJP.
How is your
1 second, let me quote what the Supreme Court has said.
Shankaracharya during the Mela has got heckled.
1 second.
Let him make his point. You can respond. You respond to him. Let him complete. Yeah. Okay, Tausif, he wants to counter you on what the court has said.
Shankaracharya got heckled.
I will come, sir. You please name me the 4 Shankaracharyas ka naam you give me. Or the Peet.
Shankaracharya.
Do you know the 4 Peets? Do you know the 4 Peets? Do you know the 4 Peets? देखो जिनको 4 Peet अभी तक वो बोल रहे शंकराचार्य.
Come back to the debate.
Let me come back. Madhav, this is one of the biggest debates watched by millions.
One by one. Tausif, you made a point. Let's go one by one. Please,
Madhav,
let's not do this.
apart from covering the various states, you are also covering courts. By the back of the hand, you know everything. TMC leader orchestrated people to come at High Court and disrupt the proceedings. Am I lying? Harish has reported.
And a
Supreme Court said if we don't intervene now, this lawlessness will be across the state. That is what Supreme Court has said. आप कौन सा माला बना रहे इसका भाई? आप थोड़ा देख लो. ये finding है, observation नहीं है.
Okay, Tausif. It's a fact that you mobilize people. That was stated by the SG in the court as well. They've even submitted a WhatsApp screenshot to that effect.
Madhav, I was in Delhi. I did a debate with you and I showed you the proof that the assumption is inside the court which is to be discussed. This is not proven. As again
But
I
it
said,
is a fact that
Shehzad
see,
Poonawalla
it
has
is a
become
fact.
judge.
It is a fact, Tausif, sorry, that the court hearing was adjourned because the court said the whole place is in disorder due to the huge flooding of people who are at that point of time mobilized by the TMC. That is what was submitted in the Supreme Court also.
You want me to agree on that? कि वहाँ पर भीड़ लग गई थी? I do agree. But you want to say that the TMC lawyers were there? TMC judge was inside the court?
That is a charge that the center has made.
Supreme Court has admitted it.
That is coming from Shehzad Poonawalla.
Supreme Court has admitted it. One second. Let me quote what Supreme Court has said. Sir, I'll quote what Supreme Court has said.
One by one.
Sir, 1 second. On earlier occasion also, when CBI was investigating an offence, a similar event happened. There's a pattern of interference of investigation by these agencies, by the state in the central agency's case. If we do not intervene now, it will lead to lawlessness. Today it is happening in this High Court, tomorrow it can be another High Court. Justice Mishra, क्या बोले जा रहे हो तौसीफ जी? Come on.
मैं तो सही बोल रहा हूँ.
Okay.
आप जो मुझे सुना रहे हो, 1 second माधव, please, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
आप जो मुझे सुना रहे हो वो मुझे भी मालूम है. But don't you think the court has asked 2 weeks to submit all the affidavit? You will not agree on this.
Okay. And my last
Tell
point.
me something. Why Shankaracharya was heckled during March?
You name the 4 P's, I will name everything.
Okay, gentlemen, allow me, please. My last talking point. We're almost at the end of this debate. The last talking point. Shehzad, please stay. We will be done in 5 minutes. And the last talking points that we have is as far as the governors are concerned. And this is the allegation coming in from at least 3 poll-bound states. We've seen the long history of West Bengal. We're seeing what's happening in Tamil Nadu now. Let's quickly recap that. Row over national anthem of Tamil Thai Vartha versus the national anthem that we've seen over there. The governor's alleged disrespect to the national anthem. He wants it to be played first before his address. The state government says that's not the convention. Speaker has refused intervention. The governor then walked out in Tamil Nadu. And government has then alleged that the speech contained misleading data. This is the allegation of the governor that was made as far as the speech is concerned. In West Bengal, we've seen dispute over assent to bills that has come in. Now, that is a huge flashpoint over there. Row over university VC appointments as well that has been played out over the last few years. And these are some of the aspects where the state has alleged the legislative blockade on part of the governor. But that's not the only state where this has happened. In Kerala, the governor has delivered a policy address. He has omitted certain aspects with the chief minister then flagged, and then it has changed in the speech which was later delivered by Pinarayi Vijayan inside the assembly. The chief minister said criticism of centre's fiscal policy was then removed, and that has become a huge flashpoint in Kerala as well. Look at the shots that have come in from Karnataka. This is on Thursday, where this is the manner in which Thawarchand Gehlot was brought into the assembly. He read a small portion and then he walked out of the assembly there. So in state after state, we are seeing this kind of politics. How much is this going to be an electoral issue? Tehseen Poonawalla.
The governors should stop acting like agents and political pawns of the Bharatiya Janata Party. They have a constitutional post. Because we're short of time, I'll say all of these states are opposition states. The governors have no business. And I want you viewers to understand one thing, and I don't want to go into too many details. Let's assume the Most Honorable Her Excellency, the President of India, refuses to give a speech the Prime Minister says in Parliament. Just imagine what will be the thing. Is this allowed in our constitutional framework? These governors should understand they're sitting on a high post. Behave and act mature. That H.K. Patil had to go to get Gehlot up to the assembly. That if Mr. Ravi does not want to read portions, he can say, I don't agree with this, and he can delete it. To say, I will not read this speech.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Pointed charge is targeting of opposition states through the governors. Respond to it.
110 times Article 356 misuse of governor was done. 95 times is in their credit. BJP has not dismissed single government. They are preaching to us. First of all, India is not a federal structure. It is a quasi-federal structure.
No, nobody can justify that, of course.
One second. India is a quasi-federal structure. It means that states are not some independent states or independent countries like Rahul Gandhi imagines that it's a union of. It's a union, and then the states are together, but they have to follow the central structure, the quasi-federal structure. The governor has said that you cannot disrespect the national anthem. Time and again, DMK disrespects. I have not said this. Nehruji has said that they are disrespecting Samvidhan. Congress left the alliance with DMK for this purpose, and DMK kicked out Congress because Congress used to say once upon a time that we should respect the national flag and the constitution. So they should not preach to us. Why isn't national anthem played? Why isn't national anthem played? You are against national anthem.
Let me Salem Dharanidharan. Since
Parliament is run on convention. Assemblies can't be run on convention. That is their problem.
The convention is to insult the national anthem.
Let Salem respond. Please allow the DMK spokesperson to come in. This is an issue related to Tamil Nadu. This is a specific point of Tamil Nadu that is being raised, that there is a certain structure and framework. There has to be a federal check, quote unquote, is the implication of what Shehzad Poonawalla is saying. Your response, Salem Dharanidharan.
Fake fake news again. Was the national anthem played? Yes or no? It was played. Yes. Was the national anthem played in Karnataka Assembly? Yes or no? Yes, it is played. The convention is that first Tamil Thai then it ends by national anthem. That's all. That has been the convention in Tamil Nadu since 91. Even when BJP ruled BJP in alliance with AIADMK ruled Tamil Nadu from 16 to 21, that was the convention. The governor was then attending. He is giving some, governor is giving some lame excuse because he is just a BJP's spokesperson who's masquerading as a governor. That's about it. So
but
I don't know
that's the convention that was brought in by your arch rival at that time, your party's arch rival at that time, J. Jayalalitha, when she was the chief minister. If before 1991 that was not the convention, then why not revert to it and just resolve this issue once and for all?
We continued. Why not when BJP revert this custom and they were in alliance with the AIADMK from 17 to 21? I think it's a good thing. First Tamil Thai and you close it by national anthem. I don't think none of the songs are being disrespected.
Why could BJP not undo it when you were in tie-up with the AIADMK is the question that Save Sanatan Dharma.
Tamil song or Tamil...
let me respond. That's the question he's raising.
This is about the sequence. You can play whatever you want. You want to play Rakamma Kayyakattu from Talapati, you can do that also. There is no rule against it. The question is the sequencing of it. You see, this is, you notice the pattern. Congress gets into alliance with them now. Congress withdraws support from them in 1998 over the Jain Commission. Their own intellectual founder, Periyar, is thrown in jail for burning the constitution and asking his followers to burn the map of India. This is a pattern. You understand the pattern. Coming to what Tehseen said, do you know who Ramesh Bhandari was? He was appointed the governor of UP by a government they supported. He recommended the dismissal of governments. Based on some frivolous report, he dismissed the government, which then had to be reinstated. Do you remember the judgments that came against Ramesh Bhandari?
Okay.
Never. Do you know what Gujkoka was? It was the criminal... Makoka. The same thing. Chidambaram, when he was home minister, word to word approved Maharashtra passing the exact same bill. Refused for 2 years, refused to give assent to Gujkoka. Because the elected government with a 2/3 majority cannot be trusted.
There has been news. Salem, coming to you, let Tausif respond, because Tausif, the response coming in from the BJP is that there's been tremendous misuse between the Congress and the Congress-backed governments in the past as far as the issue of governor's office is concerned. Therefore, there is no question of raising this issue now. Your response to him?
Madhav, I'll just finish in 2 seconds. If the governor can do his duty and if he understands what his responsibilities are, and instead of going hand in hand with BJP and interfering on all the local matters of West Bengal, tomorrow I think, by all due respect, the honorable governor is there. If he goes ki pani mein, nal mein pani bhi nahi aa raha, so there goes wrong. So we just respect that his duties, and he's in such a high position, he should see what the governor duty is. It's as simple as that. Why he gets involved with the Congress, Trinamool Congress and BJP? He's the governor of West Bengal, he's the governor of other states as well. So his duty, we don't understand what his actual duty is. To intact the law of the state or to sit and have tea with BJP leaders.
We are almost out of time. Quick response from Salem Dharanidharan. Coming to you, quick response from Salem Dharanidharan.
What's this guy?
No, whoever spoke before, was beautifully manipulating the people by saying sequence matters. But the problem with the same sequence was followed when the BJP was in power in Tamil Nadu with the AIADMK alliance. When it started with Tamil Thai and then national anthem. Basically, the governor wants to act as a BJP and AIADMK spokesperson, create a controversy. After that controversy, why I did not attend, then give some 10 fake news. For example, Tamil Nadu ranks number 1 for women's safety in the country. Law and order drastically improved from AIADMK BJP regime. Tamil Nadu finances drastically improved. In industrial growth, according to I.N.D.I.A, Tamil Nadu is number 1 in electronics experts. In electronic export preparedness and everything. So, socio-economic metric or industrial development, Tamil Nadu ranks number 1.
We are not discussing the social metrics, but yes, the point is that data of that is being manipulated is a charge of the governor. But quick response, the governor
I am getting lectures on constitutional protocols from those people who said, on record, Mamata Banerjee said, I don't consider PM to be my PM. She has said, thrown papers at speaker. She is the one who says that I do not believe into the work for the CA. It will not be implemented, even though it's a parliamentary law. And finally, we have no problem with Tamil anthem. We are for Tamil. We have taken Tamil to foreign land and to international platform. But you have disrespected national anthem. You have even said national anthem and flagpole should not be there, so that the national flag can't be there. This is our own statement, DMK statement.
All right, we'll have to wrap up this edition of the national debate. I'm going to thank all of our panelists for joining us. It's been a very heated debate. Which of these issues will dominate? Of course, we'll know only during the campaign. Shehzad Poonawalla, Tushar Gupta, Abhijit Ayar Mitra, Tehseen Poonawalla, Salem Dharanidharan, Tausif Rahman, Kevin Matthews, thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the National Debate.